So hi guys, how are we all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinyere of Juliet Style Glam. If this is your first time here with me, thank you so much for being here. And if you already subscribed to this great, amazing family, you are absolutely welcome. How are you all doing? So guys, I know it's been a while, but I cannot. Unfortunately, let me let you guys know. Maybe if you haven't watched my first video of the year, I actually talked about the fact that I was invested in a project that will be taking a lot of my time, and so I wouldn't be up and about and following up on a lot of things that I'm, when it came to content. So, following the Blake Lively thing, listen, there are so many people doing out there. I have so much to say, but I don't have the time right now to be able to do it. Hopefully, on one of these days, I'll probably do just one video on it. And then, but you can see like I said, it's getting, heavy. And so I'm finding myself in a situation whereby to do stuff is a little bit hard. But I got you. We're in spring. Peep my sweater. We're in spring, and I decided I wanted to share with you guys my perfumes and eau de toilette that I use in this season. Now, if you follow me on TikTok, you already know that I've talked about this. I did a mini video about this on TikTok about my perfume era. I am going into my scents era, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I've always loved perfume. Don't get me wrong, but now, especially in the wake of COVID, actually there's a video on this, but I have not been able to post that video for some reason. But in the wake of COVID, a lot of things changed where I was concerned. And I'm sure a lot of people as well sensed that. So a lot of things changed, and I had to now reevaluate the kind of perfumes I used and how to use them. And so I realized that I couldn't take perfumes that were too strong. I mean, perfumes that I really loved before. And I've said it before, I love masculine perfumes. I'm a masculine perfume girl. I love scents for men. But now I'm having to do a rethink because most of the scents for men, God, during COVID, I could not breathe. Oh my God, it was horrible. It was really horrible. In fact, it was my sense of smell that cued me into the fact that, girl, something was cooking, So now, and again, on top of the fact that, with asthma, again, that's another gist I'm going to talk to you guys about, because I also mentioned it in my first video of the year where I talked about my doctor. I'm going to come up with that again about doctors, my experience with doctors in France so far. So I'm going to come with a video on that, but it's linked, but I'm not going to go into that. So I want to share with you guys some, not all, because it's a whole bunch of stuff. And I want to share with you guys some of my, perfume crazes or eau de toilette crazes and how I make them work for me. Now, if you've been here up until this point, if you really want to know how I do this, if you really want to know how I get, into my body eau de toilette, just click that subscribe button and before the video continues, right? So again, if you don't know, I live in France, and you know that this is the fashion capital of the world, and it is also home to some of the best fragrances, or let me say some of the most iconic fragrances that we've ever known or heard of in the world. Chanel No. 5, even though I do not like that perfume. I do not know why people are crazy about it. I don't get it. Like Chanel No. 5 and, Christian Dior Fahrenheit. These are some of the most iconic perfumes that ever, existed and have come out from this place. Christian Dior Poison, these are the kings of perfume. But now I see myself shifting, and especially now we're in spring, and I want to share with you guys this amazing brand. Listen, first of all, disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. I bought everything I have here with my money. And like I said, I was going to share, I have done a previous video on this, but I couldn't get around to posting it because it was too long. So here I am now with it. So I bought all of this myself. It's not a sponsored post. And I'm going to be sharing with you, it's a brand called Les Petit Plaisirs. Now, when I understood that this brand was to fight for, was when I was on, because it is also registered on Fragrantica. And while on Fragrantica, I now, because Fragrantica will also, direct you to third-party sites where you can find, it's not even a perfume, it's eau de toilette, where you can find the particular one you're looking for, or the ones that you're looking for, that are not on the site. I got there, and there's a particular one that's out of stock, and I saw the price on eBay, and my eyes went like this. And it's not just one; there are so many of them, and these are the ones that people would say, like they hit. They are not on their sites, and like I said, I had my eyeballs were like this, and they have so many fragrances. And now, if I told you the price, you just swoon. Okay, so I got to know this perfume through my husband, or this eau de toilette through my husband, and the name of the brand is Les Petit Plaisirs. Now, I've used all of them since I bought them. I've been using this one for the longest time, and this is the strongest one of the bunch. I wear this, and everyone keeps asking me, "What are you wearing? What perfume is this?" What I'm loving, though, and what I notice is going on right now in French cosmetic stores, and I love it because it's going to allow me curate my own perfumes. There's another set of perfumes I ordered. I'm going to do a video on that. So what I'm loving about is that you can actually go on, you can go to stores and buy particular fragrances that you want. Okay, so it's not like you want jasmine, you just go for jasmine. Excuse me, you just go. So there's a separation, So I can actually do my own mix, my own melange, and in fact, that is what has opened my eyes to the fact that I can actually curate my own scents for myself, and I am loving it. I would not lie to you. So each of these perfumes have their notes, and of course the most prominent, and all of them here, at least 70% of them here are florals, right? And the others are just wood scents, spices, and all whatnot. So I'm just going to log on their site so that I will be able to get the perfume notes. So my first one was this one. My husband bought it for me just like that. He said, "Oh, I just saw this. I think you'd like it." And I was like, "Here?" And I was like, "How much?" And he was like, "You guys, if I told you how much this perfume costs, you will scream." At the time he bought this one, it was 10 euros. Now, at the time he bought it, I did not know that they even had a website. I was just thinking it was one of those things, that they sell on Grand Sofas. Hell nah. And because I wanted more, based on the fact that they were quite cheap, I asked my husband to get one. So I said, okay. What I went looking for, I've said this before on TikTok, I was looking for a lemon scented perfume, something lemony and sweet, right? And then I typed, that in Google, and then boom, the site. I was like, what? There is a site? There's a website? They've got their website? I'm like, yeah. Do you know how much this perfume is sold? Mm-hmm. For 110 milliliters, this perfume retails for 529 euros. I usually hype France when it comes to cosmetics. I'm sorry, I'm unapologetic about it. I hype this. You see, France, I hype France when it comes to cosmetics, body, beauty, name it. What I have not yet been able to hype them about is hair. But if it's about what comes on your body, these people, they got it down to a T. Anyway, so I went to the site and I just went crazy. Well, I'm still going to go back there. Don't worry. So this one is jasmine. And oh my God, this is the strongest. I actually even left them, my review on their site. Okay, so in the jasmine, what do we have? And as I speak to you, the jasmine is out of stock. Right. So the jasmine basically is just jasmine. Nothing more, nothing, just jasmine. And then that's it. The composition is jasmine and every other thing that comes with it. And the smell is heavenly. It gives me memories of muguet. I don't know if you know there's it's actually a thing in France. It's a season on the 1st of May called muguet. It gives me the exact feeling. The difference is that while muguet has a kind of sweet smell. This one is very flowery. And so this is jasmine. I have 2 of this because, like, and then the next one I have is peach apricot. And let's see what is in there. I'll tell you how I use it anyway after I finish. So for peach apricot, ils sont quoi dedans? If you've been here up to this point and you still hear me talking, please pia that button. Just do pim. It doesn't cost anything. It's free of charge. Just do pim and you are in. Je vais regarder. Pour les pêches abricots. Attends, il est où là? If you guys hear me speaking, I actually enjoy speaking. I actually enjoy speaking Franglish. So I think it's very relatable. Anyway, pêche abricot. So ils sont basically the notes are exotic fruits, mango, and apricot. Now, when I did this one, the smell of mango is strong. The smell of peach I can smell. I can't smell. The smell of apricot I can smell, but I can't smell the peach. But again, I love the sillage. I'll tell you for a fact, the sillage for these eau de toilettes is between 4 to 6 hours. And I'll tell you how it can also be longer. The next one I have is chèvrefeuille. Chèvrefeuille, for those who don't know, is honeysuckle. Now, there is something that is disturbing me about this chèvrefeuille. I don't know if it's me or my nose or something, but something disturbs me about this chèvrefeuille because it has this the smell is supposed to be honeysuckle when you spray it, but I get the impression that it has a little bit of oceany. There's a bit of oceany freshness to it. Okay, so we're going to look at what chèvrefeuille has. Chèvrefeuille has lilas and musk in it. Now, I don't smell the musk, but yeah, the honeysuckle is there, right? So it's got the honeysuckle, lilas, and musk in there. Okay, now the next one I also got is the rose. Now, I have been in love with rose perfumes ever since I came. I started shopping at L'Occitan. L'Occitan en Provence is it's a purely French brand, which I love. Now, L'Occitan Provence, I gifted my friend, I think last year, 2 years ago, I gifted my friend a couple of things from their store, and I'll tell you that their store is not cheap. So ever since I came into contact with them, because I have their perfume, and the funny thing is that it's eau de toilette, it's not perfume, but that thing the sillage, oh God, le sillage de ces perfumes là, mon Dieu, it is mwah. I want to get since it's summer, I want to get they have an amazing lemon sweet scented perfume. I'm thinking of getting that one or L'Orchidée. And so rose, okay, fantastic. Again, composition, eau de toilette rose, il y a freesia, rose et musk, right? And this one I love. I will tell you for a fact. It actually has the smell of, it actually does smell. It has that smell of rose and it's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I think I sprayed some on my phone. Okay. Right. Then the next one, what dragged me out of the house? Like I said, I was looking for a lemon scented perfume and I saw Fleur d'Oranger. Now, I've used the perfume Fleur d'Oranger a long time ago by Roger Gallet. And I was like, and it kicked in, this memory kicked in for me. And I went back. I will tell you that with this one, I am not disappointed. When I mix Fleur d'Oranger and Jasmine together, hey, my wardrobe is still smelling. My wardrobe, when you open it, is just, when you put these two together, it's dangerful. You guys, I am loving the fact that I get to mix what I want. And I love it. The beauty of this is that these perfumes are temperate. They are temperate. I love it. The sillage, like I said, is about 4 to 6 hours for an eau de toilette. The jasmine is the one that is the longest. Now, one of the things I learned about jasmine, because I bought a jasmine body spray. No, it wasn't a body spray. Yeah, it was a broom. I bought a jasmine body spray a long time ago from the Body Shop. And then I bought it with Lucky Day. And it was a match made in heaven. And so that's why one of the reasons I want to make sure that I get the one from L'Occitane. Because it's a memory I don't want to forget. Now, the next one is Fleur de Cerisier. You see, one of the things I did was I was very intentional with the ones I picked, because I wanted, that one from the season, right? Being that we're in spring and all. So I wanted that, which means, like I said, I'm still ordering more, and there are still some other brands that I'm going to, because again, like I said, the power to be able to mix my own notes. I love it. So for Eau de Toilette Rose, what do we have as its composition? And listen, if you go on their site, they have framboise, they have vanille. I'm going to talk to you about the vanille because something happened to me and the vanille I have. So for Fleur de Cerisier, you've got rose, Fleur de Cerisier, and musk. I've used this one as well. Chef's kiss. Rien à dire. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll tell you that. And last but not the least, it's patchouli. Now, patchouli, this one has spice. It has a smell of spice in it. And simply because of that spicy smell, it reminds me a lot of fall. And so I'm not going to use it. I'm sure a lot of, I'm sure if I did a melange of patchouli, vanille, and, something else, is going to be wonderful. But for now, because this one has spice, so I'm not going to be using it at all this season. So for the patchouli, right, what do we have in the patchouli? We've got cedar, because I did smell that. We have geranium and then patchouli. And the smell of, and it's quite strong, I will tell you. I haven't sprayed it, but you can, the cedar is quite strong. When I smelt it, and one of the things I'm also loving is the fact that I can identify scents very easily. And why I was able to identify cedar immediately in this one is because I bought my husband a perfume, Latafa. Yes, I'm there. I bought my husband a Latafa perfume with cedar in it. And so I was able to get the cedar scent immediately. But there's a bit of spice, like something in the corridors of cinnamon, I think, in it. I think there is. It's not written there, but I think there's a little bit of cinnamon in there. Because it reminds me so much of fall. It's so, so, so strong. Okay, so those are that. And then this is another brand entirely. I thought, this is Fresh Air. I actually did think that they were, all parts of Les Petit Plaisirs. And I kept looking, I'm like, why am I not finding this? Because again, I saw that Les Petit Plaisirs had vanilla on their site. So I was like, well, I have a vanilla scent, and this is vanilla caramelizé. That's caramel and vanilla. So I was like, well, I already have, I wouldn't buy, in all honesty, believing and thinking that they were the same brand. Now, today I found out, or yesterday I found out that, well, first of all, the brand is, I don't know if there is, because they don't have any website anymore, but the Consumers Organization of France found out that the brand contains a lot of toxic ingredients that have been signaled. I am so glad I have 2 of them, right? So it's only going to make me precipitate further to buy the Les Petit Plaisirs vanille, because they signaled a couple of scents that were not, that were contain allergens in it. And that, again, is a, again, look at this grand imitation, they were able to mimic the same bottle, everything of Les Petit Plaisirs. Now, on their site, you're going to see 1,000,001 different types. Again, like I said, the jasmine is out of stock. If you go to Fragrantica, they'll take you to Amazon or eBay. The prices on eBay are not smiling. The prices on eBay, they are not smiling at all, at all. So I still have a plan to go back. My plan is I want to buy all, because they even have some more that I don't know if they are still in development or something. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get down to le ténacité, c'est un peu le sillage, c'est fort et j'adore le sillage de ces parfums, et ça c'est le rose que j'avais mis. Oui, c'était le rose que j'avais mis, et le sillage c'est formidable. Les ténacités, comme j'avais dit, c'est à peu près 4 à 6 heures. Alors, je vais vous dire comment je fais. So I'm going to tell you guys how I do it. Now, for me, and the funny thing is, while I say that the sillage is about 4 to 6, is about 4 to 6 hours, it's tenacity, because it kind of, when you're in movement, it seems to kind of disappear. But the moment, like I told you, my wardrobe is, it's crazy what's going on there. The melange, it's amazing. It's like I should sleep in there. Yes, I didn't buy cashmere. I wanted to buy cashmere. I'm going to buy cashmere. Don't worry. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? So sometimes this is me saying that, les ténacités, c'est un peu plus long. I don't know how other people use it, but this is how I use it. So when I want to use it right from time living here, one of the things that you're taught, because these are things that they show you on TV, when you use perfumes, again, on your pulse points, every one of us, we know that. When you're using eau de toilette, it's a little bit different. With eau de toilette, you're going to use a body oil. And I have body oils from Ritual that I use. So I've got the body oil, the Cerisier as well. And I've got the one that is the Ayurveda. That Ayurveda one. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so I use them. Now, the Ayurveda, when I use it, it has this, when I use perfumes on it, I tend to now have this woodsy, boisy smell that follows me. And that's one of the reasons I love the Ayurveda. So, and unfortunately, I was told the last time I was there that they've discontinued a couple of their products. I don't know why. Anyway, so I use body oils or body butter. I love body butters. I've always been in love with body butters. Unfortunately, we don't get to see a lot of body butters here compared to how we see a lot of body butters in the US. Body Shop did have body butters, but I also felt that Body Shop, there was something missing in their product. Body Shop could have done great, but I feel like Body Shop was stuck on the They were stuck on, I don't know if they were stuck on the vegan side of things without actually looking to innovate. Because I don't know, there was some, because now their store here is closed. And I had my account, I have everything. They have been buying from Body Shop for the longest time. So sometimes I will go to Body Shop and I will buy those body butters for the cost of the body butters, and the result is not that great. A lot of things I've bought from body butter, from Body Shop, I discontinued using them. I mostly used most of their body butters, finished them, but that's it, So if you have a body butter, and I think body butters are amazing, use body butters. If not, you use oil. Now the oils depends, again, if it's thick oil or if it's a light oil, they'll still evaporate, but they help to hold your scent, the scent in. Yes, it wraps around you. Oh God, I love this rose. Oh my God. Okay, so the body butter helps, or body oil. And then of course I'm quite generous with it, right? And I use it all over me after, applying, everything on my body. I use it all over me. And then I wear my clothes and I spray some on my clothes, and I'm good to go. And that is how I've been able to use them, right? I'm going to come up with another video, on other perfumes that I use, and also marrying, a perfume with your eau de toilette. Because again, one of the things I realized that your eau de toilette has to match your perfume that you're using. But yeah, that's it for me, right? And that is it. So tell me what you think. If you've used Les Petit Plaisirs before, let me know and give me your own, thoughts. If you want to use it, let me know. You can find it on Amazon, I think. Yeah, it's on Amazon as well. But on Amazon, they are selling 3 at a time of the same. And, that's not fun. But, let me know what you think. Let me also know how you use your body butter, your eau de toilettes. Maybe maybe I have something that I could do differently, or maybe, you have something that you do differently. I could learn from you, right? And that's all from me today. Now, do not fail to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.